is only war.
What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. We got a 3-part battle series for you at our local RTT. We brought the Shamberrat Vectorum. This is the Poxwalker detachment. So if anybody's been curious about what the hell this thing does, that is what we're going to be going over today. So this is probably the worst attachment we have. I'll say that up front. But obviously on the channel we like to run a lot of random shit, just polish shit basically. That's how we started with Chaos Cole and look where it went. But yeah, this year we're doing a lot of Death Guard. If you guys haven't noticed, we're going for #1 Death Guard player in the world. I don't know if we're going to get it because there's a lot of good competition. The Disgustingly Resilient guys are all the way up there. So we have 3 more major events coming up for Death Guard. We have LSO coming up this weekend, which is Lone Star. We have Nova Open at the end of August, and then we have Las Vegas Open. After those 3 tournaments, we then have Worlds, and Worlds is the end of the season. You will be able to get points at Worlds as well, but leading up to that, I have to see what Death Guard's going to be doing, because if we are getting super nerfed or points going up or whatever it may be, and if I don't perform as well as we have been doing, then I can always switch it to another army at Worlds. But as of right now, we got 3 more big GTs for Death Guard coming up, so super excited about that. In these videos, we're going to be going over picture by picture, turn by turn, everything you need to know about this detachment, what worked, what didn't work, what we would change at the end, and how we can kind of improve on it as well. It's kind of like just like a fun list. So if you were to play this, you could be competitive with it. It's just not going to win major GTs. But still, you could have fun and win some local RTTs. So we'll get into the list, and then we'll get into each video of the series. But first, these widgets, guys, we have a couple more green ones, and then we have a bunch of the orange ones. These are the 3-inch, 1-inch, 2-inch, half-inch, and then the 6-inch, 1-inch, 2-inch, and then 4-inch on this side. But these widgets are $15. We are doing a promotion, $10 if you DM me on Discord, but these are going, once they're gone, we are never buying them again. So let me know on Discord if you guys want to buy this. But merch coming up, and then the list. Alright guys, if you want to support the channel, head over to the merch store. The description below has the link. All these shirts are up for sale. These legit red, white, and blue shirts look fire at a GT. They're super comfortable, super non-shrinkage. It's just a really, really nice shirt. Spent a lot of time picking out the right shirt. All these designs are up for sale. All the stickers as well. And if you guys need some models, we got the Cypher, which is legit. We got the Tech Marine with Grey Knight bits. We have the Phobos Librarian, the Phobos Captain, the Kaldis Assassin should be in every list, and old school Codiez. We have the widgets, 6-inch, 3-inch, 1-inch, 2-inch, half-inch. We have our objective markers, which are great for sticky objectives, any marking for oath, anything like that, and all of the stickers. So hit me up on Discord, DM, that's how you get a hold of these, and the merch tab below for the shirts. Now back to the video. All right, so the list, I made this, and did I change that at all? I'll go over if I changed it at the end. But we got the Demon Prince of Nurgle, because I think that should be in every single detachment besides the Taliban detachment. So the Demons detachment for Nurgle is the only one I don't think you really need him in, but him in almost every other detachment is just so good. T12, 3-up lone op, or 3-inch lone op, and just a beat stick. So 195 points I think is well worth it. Lord of Contagion, because we do want one of the guys coming down to do some damage in this detachment as well. We have the Malignant Platecaster with the Sorrow, whatever. That is the +1 damage. So anytime he uses it, you could destroy D3 models in his unit. So if you have a unit of 20 Poxwalkers, 1 to 3 Poxwalkers are going to die, but you get +1 damage on his Flamer, which is really good. So we brought that. The Mortarion is our Warlord. We have the Noxus Blightbringer, which is the Talisman of Burgening, and the Lord of Walking Pox. So one of these two is come in rapid turn 1 as if it was turn 3. So basically you can rapid turn 1 or come in your opponent's deployment zone turn 1, because you're going to act as if it's turn 3, which is really good. So him and a 20-man Poxwalk unit could just walk in turn 1 anywhere to help out with actions, secondaries, bog down a side of the board, or rapid in your opponent's deployment zone if they leave you somewhere, you know, to do that. And then the other one is +1 toughness for the unit. So I added that guy with Typhus. So Typhus' unit is actually toughness 5 with him and 20 poxes, and then this guy. So this guy also gives you +1 speed or +1 movement, and I think reroll charges or something, or +1 in advance. I forget what else he does, but basically that makes Typhus' unit speed 6, and then there's a strat for +1 attack, +1 speed, +1 strength as well. So that would get Typhus up to speed 7 for his unit walking across the table. So that was a cool little combo I like there. Then we have 20, 20, 20, 10, 10, 10, and in this attachment you get 10 extra Poxwalkers on turn 2, 3, and 4, and we found out during one of the games that it comes in your command phase. So you don't actually generate them. So if you go second, which we go second, you don't get it until your command phase. So if you go second, you can't rapid them that turn because you didn't get them yet. So if you go first, you can rapid them on the bottom of turn 2, but they come in via reserves. You can deep strike them because it's only 10 of them and there's no character, or they're just really good at doing actions. So that was really good in this attachment. And then we have 3 Death Shroud and then 3 of the heavy blight launcher drones. So a little bit of fire support, big old Morty, and a ton of bodies all over the place. So let's get into the first, second, and third matchups. All right, so the first, we actually had Zach come up to local RTT at Alternate Unit versus Bluebell, Pennsylvania. Obviously, I mean, Zach coming, it means like we have really good competition at the local store. You learn so much at this store. There's such good competition, such great guys, and Zach making his long ass trip down to here to play. We got paired up in round 1, so it was awesome because we always get paired up at RTTs because we both do pretty well in the local meta. But Zach is trying this list, which is the Blood Angel character list. I believe you can fall back. You get to reroll 1s to hit and wound. Characters are insane. You can turn a unit into a character unit. Just a really, really good detachment for the Blood Angels. So he's actually running 2 of the Ball Predators, which are the Flamers. Really don't like them against the Horde that I'm running. So they are really good into me. Then he has a full 6-man Plasma jump back unit, a Vets unit for the Invuln save, the Blade Champs with, does he have the fight first on these guys? No, 6 of those. And I think the fight first guy in this tank right here, Dante, the reactive move guy, the Sanguinor, which is going to come up in turn 2, which I can't wait to talk about, and then the jump pack intercessors that go with one of the Sanguinary Guard. So the 3-man, I believe, is with Dante. The 6-man is with the character captain. He's got a unit of scouts, and then these guys, I think, are just blocking out his backfield. So, and then the 1 jet thing, which has the last cannon, missile launcher, and maybe heavy bolter. Yeah, it's a solid list. He's been playing it for a while now and been doing pretty well with it. So our first mission, guys, is going to be Linchpin. So Linchpin is you hold your home objective, and then you get 5 points for the center objective. You get 3 points for your home objective, 3 for these if you don't hold your home field, but 5 if you do. And it is stepping stone. Yeah, so we're going up 22 inches, down, and then over 12 inches. So 20 inches, down 12 inches. So for us, we put the same reserves every single game. We put Typhus in reserves, hoping to rapid him. We have the turn 1 guy who can come in reserve, so 2 20-man reserves. And then we put all 3 bullet drones on the board this game. And we still have those 3 10-mans in reserves automatically. So 1 10-man there, 1 10-man there, 1 10-man to block out the back. We did start 1 20-man on the board, which is the Flamer guy that can get +1 damage. Demon Prince is on the board, Morty's on the board, and I believe that is it. And the Death Shroud, obviously, in Deep Strike. So I think it came out to like exactly, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 700 plus points in reserves. Yeah, so for him, he's got his scouts up there. We put our guys over here. we were on the roll off, so I didn't want him to get on the point right away. So we put our guys right there behind the cover, and then he went over here to do kind of the same thing. So we were only able to get right here for our infiltrators, but we were still within 9 inches of the objective. So that way, if we did get turn 1 missions, we can move up and do like a cleanse or something. And then I started them within 6 inches of Mortarion, so that way they can get the reactive move. So having a reactive move in this attachment with a ton of bodies is super good. The fight on death doesn't really come up unless you have the Death Shroud near him or himself. And then the shoot back I haven't really done yet. So I haven't done the shoot back at all since I've got Death Guard. But yeah, so for him, he deployed one of the Sanguinary Guard, which can go up and down. He's got the Sanguinor, I think, off the board. But he's got the Captain unit, Dante's unit. It looks like the Captain's with 3-man, Dante's with 6-man, maybe. 5 guys back here. The Ball Predator, Lone Captain there, Sanguinor in Deep Strike, and the other Jump Infantry in Deep Strike. So he goes first for Blood Angels, and for Blood Angels he gets Bring It Down, which is going to be kind of hard to do on turn 1 for him, and then Secure No Man's Land. So for him going first, he's able to get Secure pretty easily. I think he runs up and gets this one all with the solo character, and then these guys secured over here. He stayed 9 inches away from everybody, which was smart, so that way I didn't get a free reactive move forward, and these guys were just out in East Bumblefuck over here. We did choose to rapid on turn 1. Not rapid. No, we did rapid. So we rapid on turn 1 over here. So that way, since this is his objective, he hopped out his 5-man jump back dudes over here. So I guess they weren't off the board. They started over here. They hopped out over to here. They were going to charge the Oath unit over here. So when I wrap it up here, if he does make that charge on my turn, I can move up, charge, and then take over this objective to stop him from getting primary, which is going to be our whole goal this whole game, is just to try and stop as much primary as possible, because we have a lot of units to do secondaries with. So if I can stop his primary and do secondaries, that's really going to be the name of the game. I'm not going to try and kill as much as I can, and you'll see why throughout the game. But yeah, he gets 5 and then 0. For us, we get Sabotage and Cleanse. So for our Cleanse, we're able to get this guy at +1 speed to go from there to there, which we scooch up, get that guy on there. This unit is able to basically move up, charge, and then since I made the charge, I charged out like kind of sideways, so that way I'm able to pile in and consolidate to get another model on this point to get more on the point, so that way I can finish the cleanse and try and tie up this tank over here. So I want to put this tank, put as many guys in front of it, so that way when he gets out, he has to get out behind it. I wish I had more guys, but I think he overwatched me, so I couldn't get a ton. I think he overwatched me with this Ball Predator. And then I killed all but this guy, and that was because of the shooting from this thing, from that thing. I shot into the 4 up invuln save guys, left all but 1, and then when I charged in, this guy survived. So couldn't even kill one guy with this dude and the poxes. And then we tied up this character, which we triangled, so he had a desperate escape. And then up here, these guys are still alive. But we were able to do a cleanse, and then sabotage, I think, went off with the Demon Prince. So Demon Prince scooches up and does a sabotage on this ruin right here. And I think that is my turn. So we get 8 on turn 1. He gets 5, so nobody gets a card. But we did stop his primary. So he gets a 3 on primary for his home field objective on turn 2. And then he gets recover assets and overwhelming force. So he's going to try and finish off a lot of the units, which really only has is this 10-man unit right here and this 20-man with this unit right here. But I think this would be 2 points if he kills both, because it's 2 different units that started on the point. This guy fell back, didn't roll a 1 or a 2. The Ball Predator moved up. These guys got out of the tank. Tank moved back. They moved over here. This thing moved up. These scouts moved back. They didn't want to get anything to do with this. Ball Predator moved up because he wants to try and just one-shot this 10-man unit, which I think he doesn't with a whole Ball Predator, which is sad. these guys came down. I left a huge space for these guys to come down over here. He wants to try and blow up these things as fast as possible, as this is my only damage in my army. So that is smart on his part. So when he dropped them in over here, this is where I was going to bring Typhus. So drop them in over here, puts as many guys as he can into them, and the rest of them into there. And then this guy was able to fall back this way, I think for a CP, and then he's able to shoot and charge this guy. So the Power Fist is going to try and finish him off over there. But we got Typhus. So Typhus has to rapid in my deployment zone, which is not good. I could have rapided up here, but then he's got a full ball predator to take out a lot of targets with his unit up here. So I don't know if that was a mistake bringing him down here, but the goal was Typhus to kill this right here, because he got 3 damage weapons and they're 3 wound models. So if Typhus can get to them, he's just going to hopefully murder them as much as possible. So this is the end here. He basically finishes off most of my unit down here. He didn't have to, I think, get these guys to charge because he killed everything in the shooting phase. This guy did charge my character though, and he lived somehow. So the character's still alive on 2 wounds. Ball Predators on there. These guys did get charged by Typhus and this unit. I think Typhus used his mortal wound to kill that guy over here, but that tank did die pretty hardcore to the freaking over plasmic thing. So plasmic things killed my tank. But this is what this picture is. You ready? So after he does all this, kills this unit, doesn't kill this orange unit fully, and this guy survived, I charge Typhus, and when I charge Typhus, I completely forget about the Sanguinor. So Sanguinor comes down, precisions Typhus, has fight first, and has dev 2 damage weapons. So what does he do? He rolls the hit, rolls the wound, and gets 3 6s on the dev. Doesn't even give me a invuln save. Just 3 6s on the dev, which murders Typhus 1 rounded. So Typhus doesn't even get to attack what he really wants to kill and attack over here. So that I was kind of bummed about. Super hurt that I wasn't able to actually use Typhus to kill what he's supposed to kill. This is actually a bell guy. I didn't have a bell guy with me, so this is a bell guy with the big bell on his head. Same with this thing. This guy's also a bell guy for the +1 speed. But now it's Sanguinor, bell guy, and a shit ton of zombies that are just slap boxing this unit in himself, so it's not going good on the bottom over here. The goal is to try and kill them and then pile on the objective to steal the objective again to stop his primary. Demon Prince is just kind of like chilling 3 inches away from this unit, so he's still lone up. He scooches up, puts a ton of shots into the I guess the scouts and the vehicle. And then these guys came down over here, 6 inches away, and then charged the pred and took it down to the wound. So I sacrificed these guys to the pred. He rapided these guys up here, so that way they can move up and charge and finish off my Death Shroud. These guys came in from reserves. This thing scooches up. This guy scooches over here to try and shoot this predator. Takes it down to 3 wounds. And that's it. And we just basically try and bog down the center and tie up the tanks as much as possible. So we put this guy in combat, this guy in combat, and then the scouts in combat. So yeah, that was my turn. We got a secure no man's land for 5, and then display of might. Overwhelming force. We couldn't kill this guy on the point, so we couldn't get overwhelming force over there. And this ball predator was not on the point, so we didn't get that. He gets a mission card because our turn 2 we had 13 for primary because we had 5, 5, and then 3, so we had a pretty good primary score, which then helped him get a challenger card on turn 3. So he gets 3 points for the challenger card. He gets 8 for primary because he held his home field objective and this top objective, and then he gets sabotage and cleanse, which he doesn't get at all. So he doesn't want to cleanse, doesn't want to sabotage. He probably could have, if he just did it with, like, I don't know, this jump, I don't know, this tank just backing up and doing sabotage maybe. But then he has to survive, so maybe he just ditched it. So he didn't get any secondary there. And then for us, after that turn, we're kind of like, these are all my saves, I think. When his sanguinary guard, the 2, 4, 6 of them charged in, and went after my Terminators. This was my save, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 out of like 16 saves, because he does kill one of them. Yeah, Lord of Contagion still alive, and he kills one of the Death Shroud, and then I countered with Morty. Morty sweeps, doesn't really kill any of them. He actually probably killed all of them. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have any Death Shroud left. So I don't know what that was for. Maybe that was his wound. That might have been Morty's wound. So I wounded like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 out of 15. And then I only did 2 damage. Like, that was just nuts. Yeah, Lord of Contagion is alive with 4 wounds. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys left. So I killed 2. And the character. Morty took 2. Going on down here, I have the unit that got charged by this unit, which is just going to murder them. These guys are still kind of off the objective. Cleared up the entire Typhus's unit down here, so that didn't play into my benefactor at all. This guy died and was able to get back up with 3 wounds. Demon Prince moved up. I wanted him to move up to try and make that charge over here to try and help out and clear off my home field objective. He did steal my home field objective with these guys and Sanguinor. So these guys all moved up, shot, charged, stole my home field objective. So it's not looking good for me going into turn 3. Turn 3, I only get 3 points because I hold this objective up here. Yeah, because we had him, Lord of Contagion, and then 1, 2, 3 of the zombies over here. But we get 3 for primary. We're doing pretty good on secondary, though. Secondary, we have Display of Might and Bring It Down. So we have to kill, I think, this ball Predator, which we do. Probably just random shots shooting down here when I was tied up in combat. We just shot down there, killed that ball Predator. And then Display of Might, we just had a shit ton of units in the center because of all the zombie units. So we got that. Morty finishes off that unit with the character, same with the Lord of Contagion. They then scooch up and get up this way. I want to move up and try and charge and do something to this unit. This guy moves up on the point to try and contest after I make that charge. These guys are just crushing my backfield. I don't have anything back here to do anything. He's got all these guys down here. And all I've left are really zombies, Lord of Contagion, and Morty. And that and one one heavy blade launcher, and that's it. So not looking good. Going in after making that charge, we ran out of time. So I think on turn 5, turn 4, turn 5, turn 4, we ran out of time. So we both clocked on turn 4, which our turn 5 was basically just moving forward, scoring, and then hitting the clock over. So let's go to this is the end board state right here. So I think Morty could have killed and wiped up these guys. Heavy blade launcher didn't get to do anything. These guys didn't get to do anything. So this is the final score. So we get 65 to 72, and you can see here he got 6 points for the challenger cards. So 3 points on turn 3, 3 points on turn 4, which on turn 4 he's not getting any secondary. He only had 17 out of 40 for secondary. So you can tell we were able to bog him down enough to stop his secondary score. His primary was pretty good because he had 13 and then 15 because he stole my home field objective pretty easily. So he had 39 out of 50 plus 6 for the challenger card. So he wound up getting 72 points. Notice those 6 points are the 6 points that he won by, or else it would have been a tie. No, it would have been 5. It would have won by 1. Yeah, he goes from winning by 1. Yeah, winning by 1 to then winning by 6 because of the challenger cards. And then for us, look at our fucking secondary. He had 39 out of 50. We had 25 out of 50. So our primary game was not good. Our secondary game was pretty good. So we almost doubled his secondary game. But we didn't have any challenger cards. So if I would have had 1 challenger card, we would have won. No, we still would have lost. It doesn't matter. 30 out of 40 for secondary. We had 8, 5, 8, 7, and then 2 on turn 5 because we had established locus, recover assets, and behind enemy lines, which again we ran out of time, so I couldn't do anything here, and I couldn't steal primary at all. So that was kind of crazy. So running out of time, we wore our Death Guard shirt. We should check that out in the merch store. But yeah, so that is the game. Super good opponent, super great list. By the end of the game, we killed 2 ball predators, a sanguinary guard with the captain, and a scout unit. That is all we killed. Yep, that's all we killed. And we killed this guy technically once. So we did kill him once. All right, so we killed this guy once. We killed a scout unit. We killed 2 ball predators. And we killed a 6-man sanguinary guard unit with captain. Oh, and the shield guys, I guess. So that's all we killed. He still has 6-man plasma guys, Sanguinor, Dante, 2 sanguinary, the character, transport, tank, 5 guys back there, big old blade guard unit with the character. Still. So, not looking good. Well, we lost our first game, so we're going into the loser bracket at the RTT. So the next 2 games are kind of just more fun, but they still were against good opponents. So we'll go over next game, game 2, and then we'll go over game 3 after that. But hopefully you guys got to see my play style with this type of list. Like I said, it was challenging to play. If I had more reps with it, it probably could do a little bit better. But you're not killing anything. The only killing models we have are the guns, which are about to go up in points, Morty, Death Shroud, and maybe the Demon Prince, right? So those are like 4 units in the list to really do it. The Poxwalkers don't kill anything. They have a ability when they kill something, they get to bring Poxwalkers back to the unit, but they don't kill anything. They hit on 5s, they're shrink 3. No rerolls, so they just don't kill anything. They're just annoying, right? That's really all they do. So that's what we found out after the first game is they don't kill anything. You have to use them for mainly secondaries and bogging down people, and then use your key units to kill something. Once your opponent realizes that, they go after your key units, and then all you have left is Morty and Poxwalkers. So yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are interested in the coaching over at the Patreon page, the Dirtbag Nation, join it. You get your own Patreon link to Discord, and you get to message me one-on-one, which we go over list ideas, tactics, all that stuff. You guys can join that. All these videos go ahead of time on patreon.com. Plus, you know, you get to support the channel, so that way we can travel and do all this stuff to bring content to you guys. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you're interested in the widgets, DM me on Discord, and we will see you in game 2 of this awesome super duper list. What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. If you guys are interested in joining the Dirtbag Nation over at patreon.com, you get a bunch of perks. What we did in 2024 was we really expanded. I traveled a ton and I played my ass off in 40k. Right now we're ranked #1 best player in the United States on ITC rankings. We were the #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world this year in 2024. 2 years ago, we got ranked #1 Grey Knight player in the world, and this year we're probably going to go into Death Guard, hopefully when the new Codex comes out, or Emperor's Children. But you guys, if you guys want that head coach or that coach always in your corner, just to ask questions, bounce ideas off, that's what the competitive Dirtbag and the Dirtbag Nation is all about. If you guys want to support the channel, you head over to patreon.com. You can join the Just a Car tab, which is $5 a month. You guys get access to the Discord Patreon tab. You have to be a patron to get into that Discord, and also I'm always there. All the other coaches are there. Basically, it's just such a good community over on Discord that you guys get specific access to it that only Patreons can get. If you guys want to bump that up, the competitive Dirtbag tier, you guys get to message me or another Grandmaster or another Dirtbag coach over the Dirtbag Nation to add unlimited questions, list ideas, list reviews, and bounce ideas off of. That's what having a coach in your corner is all about. If you guys want to bump up to the Grandmaster tier, that tier you get every perk under the sun. So basically you get access to Discord, you get one-on-one coaching, you get a call once a month if you guys would like to go over any RTTs coming up, any GTs coming up, any list reviews live over Discord chat, and also a special perk that Grandmasters get. If you guys want any video suggestions like we do all the time with these
table setup that we just upgraded thanks to the Patreons. You guys get suggestions or battle reports you want to see specifically played live by a coach or myself on the next battle report, or a live battle report coming up on the Patreon. So you guys get obviously first access to all the videos. We post them first on patreon.com, but there's just a ton of benefits to having a professional coach that plays this game all the time at the very, very high competitive level in your corner at all times. And that's really what the Dirtbag Nation is all about, getting you guys better at 40K, the basics, and being good in your community. So if you guys want to support the channel, I really appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you guys in 2024, 2025. I am super stoked for, super excited for. We really want to get a bigger studio going. That is going to be my focus in 2025, is really growing the community on YouTube and Patreon specifically. So thank you so much for 2024, all my Patreons. If you guys are interested in joining and want that coach in your corner, head over to patreon.com and support the channel. Appreciate it.